we get caught up in the commerce of it, but you need directors like Diwakar to bring us as actors and even audiences to remind us that there is so much pleasure in nuance. And Pinky is a nuanced mainstream hero, I would say. My physicality was being questioned, my personal choices were being questioned, I was being maligned and I was being spoken of, and I became an easy target. And I'm somebody who's grown up in the industry, so I keep my mouth shut and my head down. I don't give it back the way others do.
Hi guys, this is Ankita. You are tuned into peepingmoon.com, and today we have with us Pinky, who is not Farar from anywhere. It's just Arjun Kapoor is ready sitting here and telling us exactly how does it feel to bask in success of not one but two consecutive hits on OTT. I never thought I would use that term, but yes, hey, it is.
Well,
Arjun,
I never thought I would hear that term, but that's where we are at.
that's where we are at. But Arjun, to begin with, like this, the same thing I asked you in Divakar also. Sandeep's success comes at a point where we were at crossroads when, of course, the film released. The
Hmm.
lockdown just kick-started again. We weren't expecting
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
We were all thinking that we might go to theaters and see it. And now, when it comes to OTT and the acceptance it has received from the audience, do you think it has also to do with the fact that many people finally got to see it? Because I remember when the film came out in theaters, the reviews were mixed, people had notions, and suddenly, in last 1 week, I have people who have flip sides to say and they have interesting takes to give. How do you
Yeah.
see this?
Welcome to the Indian film industry.
Okay.
Surviving 9 years and counting. Started with Pariniti Chopra, completing 9 years with Pariniti Chopra. Started on a high with Pariniti, went on a low with Pariniti, and back on a high with Pariniti. So I think Pariniti and me have a destiny together. How do I react to it? I'm not sure if I'm in a place today, even after a week, to give you a concrete enough answer. I'm just soaking it in myself. I'm just happy and grateful. It's been an emotional time for the last month and a half for everybody concerned. I think this film has come as a breath of fresh air for creative people, for people who wanted stimulation mentally. And I think there was a certain amount of mental um, freedom where this film has come out at a time like this on OTT, where you could sit at home and catch the nuances and perhaps enjoy the film for what it is rather than the pressure of perhaps the box office dictating how you should perceive the film. The film suffered because the first pandemic hit just when the film was about to release. The
Exactly.
second time we put the trailer out and we were about to release again, the lockdown started coming in. So both the times the perception created was this film is not worthy of going and watching on the big screen. A lot of speculation, lot of chatter, lot of brouhaha about things, which I won't want to dwell on because now we're in a positive stage. But that didn't allow the film to reach the audience. You don't mind the barometer of success and failure being post-consumption. This film was declared a failure without watching. A lot of people just decided to put reviews up on IMDb and other platforms to put it down without even seeing the film. And today, I think the biggest validation for this film is the fact that IMDb's number has gone from 2.8 to 6.4 in a matter of a week. That gives you a sign of actually people now watching the film and judging it. And that's just one website. And I'm sure you're talking about exactly that validation that has come over this week. So it feels heartening, but there is, as an actor, you feel, Arey, yaar, chalo, your hard work has maybe got wasted right now. It might come in handy after 3, 4 years. You'll meet journalists, you'll meet people at parties and get togethers who would have consumed it and say, that film was really nice. It didn't get its due. I never doubted the film. I just doubted the situation we were in, which was unfortunate. And you kind of let go and move on because as an actor, when you've done a film 2.5 years back and it's not coming out, what do? You focus on what you can control. And I couldn't control anything else except just being proud of what I'd done and move on. Today, I'm getting a pat on my back from various sources, including the media, including the fans, including my family and friends. So it's a nice reminder that hard work pays off when you least expect it.
But Arjun, isn't it a little unfair that the people who very easily write off a film, when a film actually finds the kind of success, also pitch in to, score with the good reviews? Because I don't want to name or bring anything. I was in general observing. that the reviews are read in March, so the reviews are reading
Yeah.
at the May
I've read,
end are
I've read all those, and I remember all those. There are lots of people who are so-called reviewers and YouTubers or whatever you call it, and they have their opinions, and they play to the gallery of trolls, and they're actually glorified trollers in the garb of trying to get hits and views, and they talk an easy language to seduce the common man to believe that their rubbish is truth. Um, and from the trailer only it had started. There are, those typical ऐसे रिव्यू देने वाले जो ऐसे फोन पकड़ के रिव्यूज देते हैं, तो है ऐसे बहुत देखे मैंने, है मतलब. And I've seen these people in the past who have done interviews with me and be decent with me turn into these unfortunate review trolls or whatever you call them, who try and connect us with the audience by only making jokes at our expense. And then I've seen them turn also. तो वो फितरत होती है लोगों की, they go with the tide. You can't take it to heart. You absorb it. I've understood it. I've known it since I came into the industry, so I've never taken it to heart. I'm always open to good criticism. I've said it on many, many interviews that I'm always open to understanding what the audience feels. Uh, I'm open to the brick badge, but I'm also open to the bouquets. I'm just going to enjoy the bouquets. You should just remember that you can't take everybody too seriously when you're down, because they also don't know what they're doing. They're just trying to appease eyeballs and clickbait. And that is the culture we are in. We all want attention, and we are capable of writing and speaking absolute rubbish for it. To hold on to your purity and sanity and be an honest person in your job is very, very difficult. It's like saying corruption is, we look at politicians at corruption. There is corruption at every level in our professions also. You get corrupt because you chase views.
of course,
You
yeah,
chase
and
eyeballs.
the
You
hashtags,
chase,
yeah,
yeah, you
whatever
chase,
you want to trend.
let me create a meme. Let me be a meme worthy article. Let me have a headline that catches your attention. Lot of personal digs also. And I'm fully abreast with who says what and who feels what. I might not follow everybody, but I get everything. All my intel comes in. You save it, you store it, you use it, and you should use it for good, because today I feel Sandeep or Pinky Farrar is answering back all those naysayers, and I'm very happy about it. I'm not saying it with any ill towards them. पर मुझे
I
पता
got
था
it.
मेरे अंदर ये है. I was just being patient. I thought Sandeep or Pinky was that opportunity when I signed it, because I knew how hard I worked on it. It was not coming through, so I said, shit, yeah, I'll have to do something else again to make sure that I can show my craft to my audience, because I feel
Exactly.
the middle, that is y'all, and I'm not saying by you, I'm saying y'all, there was a wall being built between me and the audience, a fake wall, where there was a lot of personal
Image
baggage.
perception, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
personal life becomes a little too big than the craft you are into.
Yeah. And my work, because the films didn't do well, my physicality was being questioned, my personal choices were being questioned, I was being maligned and I was being spoken of, and I became an easy target. And I'm somebody who's grown up in the industry, so I keep my mouth shut and my head down. I don't give it back the way others do. I have always
Others do.
maintained a distance and dignity. And it was going into a direction where I could sense that I'm being targeted by certain people for fun. Perhaps they don't realize how much they could have affected me. I'm stronger than that because I've seen hell and come back. But I learned my lesson, and I said, I'm going to do this because I believe there is an audience there, and I don't want to get into this trap of believing this silly nonsense in the middle. मुझे नहीं पता था Farrar will take me towards the audience. I didn't expect that because of whatever happened in the film circumstances. I had belief in myself. I'm just happy that it's happened with Farrar, because I had full confidence in myself. I just didn't know how to reach there, but I would have found a way. And I am that kind of person. I never give up. So I'm glad that my hard work is paying off, and I'm glad to know that I predicted all those people जो गिरगिट की तरह रंग बदलते, मैं उन सबको जानता हूँ. मैं उन सबको उनके शक्लों से पहचानता हूँ, उनके रिव्यू के नामों से पहचानता हूँ, उनके ट्रोलिंग नामों से पहचानता हूँ. मैं हर चीज का ध्यान रखता हूँ और आगे भी रखूंगा.
Arjun, one thing which struck me in Dibakar's conversation was it was Aditya Chopra who suggested your name, saying that it is a role which he will unlearn everything for and then do it, sort of thing.
Yeah, because I'd always told Adi sir, I want to do that kind of a film with Dibakar. I want to do a film where I submerge myself. I wanted to do something after Ishaq Zade in that space. I had done a Gunde with Adi sir and Yash Raj. And he had offered me some stuff when we were talking about it. I told him, what I want to do. So he knew what I'm capable of doing if I put my heart and soul into it. Divakar sir wouldn't have possibly known, because at that point I was perhaps not doing the kind of films that he would end up consuming or hearing about. But no,
He did tell me about that part also. I'll come to that. He did tell me.
yeah, so he wouldn't have possibly known how inclined I was towards, I hate to say this side of cinema, but what I was capable and willing to do to reach his way of working.
Oh.
And our first meeting itself, I think I would like to believe he was pretty sold on the first meeting, because we spent about 6-8 hours talking. We had food. We heard. He narrated most of the film to me that day. We chatted a lot about a lot of things. But somewhere that ice breaking maybe made him realize that I am a Divakar Banerjee actor, not so much just a quintessential mainstream commercial hero. Because see, I don't blame people for having that misconception, but it's unfortunate that I need to meet somebody to change it all the time. People just perceive, acha Boni Kapoor ka ladka hai, so he does certain kind of films. My father's the same producer who's made Company. I'm the same actor who's done Aurangzeb and Finding Fanny. So there are both ends of the spectrum. My father has made Mom. My father has done all kinds of films, and so have I, and so has our family. But commerce has a way of sticking, and perhaps my directors have been more in the commercial vein. So Divakar didn't know any better. But after meeting me, his opinion changed. And I think Adi sir deserves credit for believing in me before Divakar. And Adi sir has believed in me since the day I got my first film.
Divakar said a very interesting thing. He's like, for actors like Arjun and Pariniti, unfortunately, the business of films becomes a little too big. We end up encapsulating them that, oh, mainstream hero and mainstream heroine, and forget that they are actors. Till the time you will not challenge them, वो rawness आएगा ही नहीं बाहर. You have to push them hard to bring it out.
Absolutely, and that's why I chased a Divakar Banerjee film in a Yash Raj production house. Then as I could have chased anything else. I chased it for this particular reason. I wanted to be challenged. I wanted to be questioned. I wanted to break. I wanted to remold myself and rebuild myself. And I'm talking about a couple of years back. It was not like I signed this film last year and it happened.
Exactly.
I worked on this film at a time where I knew I needed that. I knew that I'm getting stuck in a rut of comfort. And I wanted to come out of my comfort zone. There was no two ways about it. So he's absolutely right. And so are you engaging that. And the audiences were also sensing a sense of comfort. And I wanted to change that. I think it's a very difficult film to do. It's a very difficult film to say yes to. Not too many people are okay saying yes to Pinky Dahiya.
Yeah, and Pinky Dahiya is not the go-to man. He's not like the perfect man you're looking for.
It's not Pinky's story only.
Exactly.
It's not Pinky's story, it's Sandeep's story.
I have to start with Pinky. He's flawed, he's selfish, he is anything you will not look for in a man.
He's preconditioned by Indian society completely.
Exactly. But I was telling this, I was discussing this as well, that what stood out for me in Pinky was the hurt and the rawness was very real. Like the one scene which actually changed the course, how I looked at you in the film. I'll talk about you was when you try to strangle Pariniti in that open, deserted area, that one fraction of second, I realized that no, like no, and it was so good. And that's what you were talking to Divakar, that how easily we just don't get into the moments and हमको बड़ा picture देखना होता है, हम आगे बढ़ते ही नहीं हैं.
So look at it this way, you don't know till you don't do it. So I didn't know what I'm capable of till I didn't work with Divakar. Today he's opened my mind to realize hard work pays to this degree today that people are catching nuances, but it takes a director like him also. He used my rawness. He spent a lot of time with me, talking to me, hearing me out. The prep was part of it, in the sense the dialect and the body language and doing the scenes and the readings. But more than that, I know he's an observer. Divakar Banerjee is a very astute observer of people, of situations, of circumstances. He gets a tremendous amount of joy in studying people. He lives voyeuristically, he likes observing you when he puts you in difficult situations. He is the kind of, like he told you, ask him these questions. That's for him, that's pleasure. That he's spoken to you and said,
he's
put him on the
spoken
spot.
to me like 2-3 things. Yeah. And I had these questions and he's like, you ask him, I will not answer. Ask Arjun.
He said, put him on the spot, because let's see how uske andar ka pinky nikal ke aata hai ki nahi. Because unka मानना है कि हम सब के अंदर पिंकी होता है, तो मेरे अंदर का पिंकी निकलेगा कि नहीं. He's a very astute mind and he knows exactly what to tap into. So to answer your question, we get caught up in the commerce of it, but you need directors like Diwakar to bring us as actors and even audiences to remind us that there is so much pleasure in nuance. And Pinky is a nuanced mainstream hero, I would say.
Arjun, everyone calls Pinky as the film which talks about gender or gender politics in general, or the gender and the power notion.
Yeah.
I would also consider it a fact that from the very first scene, you understand that even not just gender, they have swapped how we also see men and women in society. Our Sandeep is a highly qualified and she's the go-getter, and you have this Pinky who's trying to make ends meet.
Yeah.
The kind of divide which we talk, and here I'm not just talking about the patriarchy and the kind of masculine,
No, the
ways
class
of things and
divide.
things.
The class
The class
divide. Yeah.
divide, yeah. I was also telling this to Baka that I also feel that even men are wronged in some way. That there are certain topics you highlighted both the dimension. It's not just the woman or the
So
man. It's a multi-dimensional thing we are discussing here.
so see, there has been a severe oppression of women over these years. So what happens is you tend to notice that first because there is a need to change that drastically.
Exactly.
Men being wronged is I won't say rarity, but it's not as much as women being oppressed or being treated badly. Uh, the 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 narrative does need to support equality from women coming and men becoming equal in that sense, in the perception the way people. And by equal, I don't even mean ki it's about equal payroll and all. It's just about the way, if I'm working, why do you have to get married and then figure if work is important or a priority? It's just as simple as that. So women have had to go through a lot more. Men, of course, go through it, and the film does point it out because men have conditioned to be men.
Exactly. The
Yeah,
manliness,
and
as we call it.
yeah. So, but I think I think that complexity is a second layer on top of the patriarchy and the gender inequality that the film speaks about. That even men in this film are going through this farcical facade almost of having to be the so-called breadwinners and the ones who don't show emotion and stoic. And Pinky starts out as all that, and he breaks those shackles and comes out of it. And you realize he's perhaps even more domesticated because he's had to take care of himself and maybe his ailing mother because he knows how to cook a meal. He knows how to make roti. He knows how to wash his
Exactly.
clothes. I don't know any of that, and that's Divakar Banerjee. And he's able to take care and nurture a woman back to health. And he didn't even know he has a nurturing quality because society has told him, you're not the nurturer. You need to be
Exactly.
nurtured by a woman. That is your birthright. But his core, Pinky's core, is to be a nurturer. And at the end, he's realized that he nurtures Munna also unknowingly. There is a feminine side to him that he embraces. And by that, I mean there is a fluidity that he doesn't have to be a woman to be a
Exactly.
nurturer and he doesn't have to be a man to be strong. And that's what you realize in the film.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's not about a man and a woman. You blur those lines by the time you talk about the topics.
So when Debakar narrated the film to me, it was Bharat and India. And it's the friction between Bharat and India. He said कि तू पिंकी है और तू भारत है और वो संदीप है वो इंडिया है इंडिया पूरे दुनिया में छाना चाहता है भारत बस आज रात का खाना खा के सोना चाहता है and that is the disparity and that is where the friction is and that's what you're talking about so it could be male female the power struggle comes from the class divide being so extreme that when you put two classes
Yeah,
together in a very realistic environment you're going to see the reality emerge because you can't escape the fact that there are problems on both sides. The privileged get away with far more because they have power, and the not so privileged suffer a lot more because they don't have the power. But both have flaws and both have things to work on.
I totally agree with you. Uh, Arjun, if I have to ask you, this is a personal question per se, just as an actor.
Okay.
Do you sometimes feel that it has taken you 9 years, more than 16, 17 films to reach at a point where we can talk about craft, where we are not diverting from the conversation and moving to, I would say, the surface level artificial things, which unfortunately becomes talk of most of the conversations which we end up having? It
Yes.
has taken you this long to get recognized as an actor. Like, but that is, I think, everyone dreams for. We coined the term superstars and stars, but at the end of the day, it's actor. You are
Yeah.
an
I,
actor.
I I don't know if it's been 9. I feel the beginning I did get recognition for it in Ishaqzade, and slowly commerce took over, and then the surface level
Exactly. Yeah.
conversation happened. So I feel it's a nice reminder, and I feel it's been 9 years to reinstate Perhaps maybe earlier would have been able to make me talk about my craft because I would have had a Farrar earlier, and that would have made
Exactly.
conversations much more invigorating for me at a personal level, and you would be able to ask me pertinent questions like you are today, and the other interviews I've done today, which is very satisfying and gratifying because there is that part to me which has not been encountered by a journalist or by the common man who likes my work, that I am very, very serious about my craft. And by serious about my craft, it's not the economics of filmmaking. It's not about the fact that I know how to entertain people. I also know the kind of nuances and nitty-gritties needed to be able to deliver standing in front of a camera, whether it is getting the dialect right or being able to have a body language or be able to hold my silences and have screen presence. I am aware as an actor, and I'm very, very self-aware. So I'm constantly trying to do better. So it's nice to be able to talk about craft without having to deal with hit and flop and judgment about my personal life and my professional mistakes, as they call it. It's nice to be able to be neutral and be judged for the work you're doing rather than what people expect to see out of you. It's a good thing. Nobody said that you have to get it in the first 3 years. Look at it this way. I look at like Alia's a nice example. If you look at it, the first film she was completely written off, and I think by the second film she was hailed as the best actor in our country, and that only took 2 films. Or
Yeah.
I think Highway was a second film, and
Yeah,
then
Highway was a second. Yeah. By the time, but
yeah,
honestly, Student of the Year, everyone wrote her off at that
yeah,
time.
and I shot with her during Two States, which had just started after Student of the Year. At that point in time, she was not being touted to be much of anything. But she was still hardworking. She was still diligent. She's somebody who read in between the lines and the scenes. She came and put in 100%. And at that point, I'd done Ishak Zadan. I was being touted to be the actor,
Mm.
and I seemed to fit the bill of playing Krish.
Yes.
But she never did injustice to Ananya in that film. In Two States, she came in and she worked very hard, and eventually Highway, Humpty, Two States. She just built her library. In 2 years, it happened that people started respecting her craft. So it happens. There are phases. Look at Ayushman's career, for example.
Oh
There are so
yeah,
many.
that's the
Yeah,
classic case. They took so many
yeah. So
films
there are
to
so many
finally bring
cases,
it
and
back up.
I'm in no way trying to draw comparison. It's not
I
my.
get
I
it,
don't
of
like
course.
comparing. I'm a unique identity. I have unique choices in cinema, and my ambitions are unique in the sense I never came here to be number one, number two. I did come here to hone my craft. I do believe I'm a good actor, and I wanted to showcase it. And I believe there is depth in understanding cinema and being able to connect with our audience. I feel that that much depth is there. I'm not a shallow, um, surface level actor. I feel there is more to me, and that is there left to be exploited and explored. I feel Sandeep or Pinky gives me that chance now that people, directors, producers, creative people can engage with me, knowing when they get me something in that of that caliber, I will dive into it without a shadow of a doubt. And yeah, to a certain degree, it's nice to talk to the media, like I said, about the craft. It's nice uh, from moving away from playing games and interviews. It's nice.
I so thank God I can talk. As I said, the cinema. I think this is something I want to ask personally. What happened in Ishq was me was it was fangirling moment on you and Pariniti. It was like, oh my God. And then and since then, yeah, of course, we also grew up. We also saw you both together. There's something between you two. I was telling the Baka, there's this raw energy. I just sometimes feel that they're the best pair. It's just that just put them in different circumstances and it's like fireworks. He's like,
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
him.
What did he say? Ask me.
Ask him.
Ask me what? What is this pairing?
What is this? Yeah, and even honestly, even I wanted to ask this question to you also. What is this you and Pariniti? I mean,
Hey,
Pala, uh, I remember then this film came, Namaste, England one.
England. Yeah, yeah.
England at that time, when critics were right, the pairing is not working. And my question was starting actually to him on that. He was like, sometimes it's not just the script, nahi click karta. It's not
Yeah.
always that it doesn't happen. But here it's like from the moment go, you two are like fitting
So see,
with each other so seamlessly.
I told you, life is a roller coaster. So Ishakzade, Namaste England, and then Sandeep or Pinky Parat. We have to go through everything in life. You have to enjoy all that, and I wouldn't change anything that I've been through with her because she's part and parcel of my destiny of being where I am today after 9 years, and I hold her in tremendous regard, and I think that chemistry is God gifted. I don't know her from Adams. I just sat in a room in front of her and started reading scenes of Ishak Zada, and I thought she's a pain in the ass. She asks too many questions. Uh, she lolls instead of laughing. She says LOL, and I really didn't enjoy that. And I really was, and by at that point, Ladies was a Ricky Bell had not released, and I really didn't think much of her as a person because of the fact that she was quite in your face. But we learned to first respect each other. Then after that, we learned to work well with each other because we understood each other and we respected each other. So we got getting better with each other. Then eventually we reached a point where we became comfortable to make each other uncomfortable in a scene. That it was okay, I could bend her hand or I could hold her face. So we've been through a film in Ishaq Zadeh where we had to go through hell and back, and that prepared us to do Sandeep or Pinky Farhad. Perhaps Namaste England didn't challenge us enough material wise. We just got
Material.
complacent about it. And there's nothing wrong with that either. We all go through it. आप जब स्कूल में एग्जाम देने जाते हो, आप कुछ पेपर के लिए बहुत अच्छी तरह पढ़ाई करके जाते हो, कुछ
Of
पेपर्स के
course.
लिए आप कम पढ़ाई करते हो क्योंकि आपको पता है कि आपको आता है. फिर जिसके लिए मेहनत की थी उसमें अच्छे मार्क आ जाते हैं और जिसपे आपको पता था आपका फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट है उसमें खराब मार्क्स आते हैं. तो वो भी होता है. It doesn't change what me and she have. We still had great fun during Namaste England. The result was not up to the mark. Farhad, in fact, we couldn't really have a good time because we were in the throes of making a very, very exhausting film.
It's
Um,
emotionally exhausting. I can totally relate.
yeah,
There are scenes which are harrowing.
and maybe that is what it was meant to be, that we had to go through that good time of making Namaste England and do Farhad, which was a trying and testing film. And because we could do both of those kind of films because we're comfortable with each other and we really get each other. And there is a destiny to this. Yeah, I don't know, like Varun and Alia's pair or Parniti and my pair, there are no answers like Ranbir and Deepika or Ranbir and Deepika. We don't know why pairs work. And what I'm very proud of is Ishaq Zadeh was a romantic film. This one has not
Oh,
one iota of romance, and we still
oh
have
God, there was
chemistry.
no romance. My mother at a point did ask me, ये लोग साथ में end में हो जाएंगे? मैंने कहा नहीं, ये end में साथ में नहीं जा रहे हैं. इतना मत
But
सोचो
isn't
आप.
that beautiful that we've reached 2021 May and today we can actually enjoy a film in all its glory for two characters that can just give
Exactly.
respect to each other and coexist in the same back of the same truck and
Yeah,
hold hands.
and you don't have to be romantically involved or be physically intimate to show that there can be a certain kind of love and respect for someone else.
Yeah. But that's not the only kind of relationship you share. And that's exactly what it is with Pariniti and me. We are not a couple. We are not friends per se. We don't hang. But there is a destiny and there is a connect and there is something that intertwines us where there is an understanding. And that relationship becomes special because the audience sees it before we do. And they keep reminding us that you both have something special, do more. And I think this film will reinstate that for both of us to do more. I hope.
Never say never.
Yeah.
Arjun, just tell me something. You have Bhoot Police lined up. You have
Mm,
8 million lined up, which we know about.
mm.
As we talk, there are already rumors of you signing up a new film already with 2 heroines, a romantic thriller. Uh,
I don't know what you're
as we
talking
say,
about.
exactly. My question was, uh, after Sandeep or Pinky Farhad, when you have 2 films which potentially look like good commercial pot boilers, do you think audience will be ready to accept you? Because now they have seen the actor Arjun Kapoor per se in full glory. Will the comparisons again
Uh,
surface back?
नहीं यार ऐसा नहीं है. देखो ये संदीप और पिंकी फरार is being consumed on a platform. There is a lot of audience in our country that is still starved for entertainment, and I'm sure a villain coming out will appeal to a broader spectrum of people who
Of
enjoy
course.
going to the theater and consume mainstream material. That's a film driven by music, by scale, by action, twists and turns. Mohit Suri doing what Mohit Suri does best. So Villain is completely designed to cater to that pan-India audience. And I'm talking about commercial
Got it.
pan-India, not only single screen, but multiplex and single screen, who like to go to the theater, munch on their popcorn, and enjoy films being told in a certain way, where there is a
Yeah,
beginning,
because we all love
introduction,
theaters. Yeah,
there is
there
an
is song, there
interval.
is yeah, there's
Yeah, there is the
all that
interval, the
shebang.
hook आया और बाहर निकल के बात करो, because it's a community viewing process. You want to eat in the interval and talk about it. Say, यार वो गाना कैसा था, वो कैसे लग रही
Okay.
थी, यार वो कैसे क्या शॉट, चल देखते सेकंड, तुझे लगता है ये होगा, नहीं नहीं मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये होगा. And you want to discover, because you can do that over a phone and sitting at home, but there's joy in looking across each other in a row and ask each other questions about, देखा वो कितना अच्छा लग रहा है,
Like,
अरे
right.
यार what a scene. You want to experience that community feeling. तो थिएटर्स में थिएटर वाली फिल्में करेंगे, ऐसा नहीं. अब मुझे एग्जैक्टली नहीं पता क्या होगा, because obviously theaters अभी खुलेंगे तो audience थोड़ी
I
सुलझ
so
गई है.
hope.
थिएटर जरूर खोलेंगे, ऑडियंस थोड़ी improve हो जाएगी mentally because they're open to a lot more material, so we can make a slightly more intelligent commercial film versus a
I
dumbed down
totally agree.
commercial film.
Exactly. We can finally
And
do that kind of smart stuff,
so for
as
me,
we call it.
Bhoot Police is an intelligent commercial film. It does not have your typical playing to the gallery humor. It doesn't have your typical 5 songs stuffed into a horror comedy just because you can. There are no
You
item
have to.
songs, etc.
Exactly.
There is a story which I feel is consumed by the entire country, and they would understand it. So Bhoot Police is a sensible commercial film, I would say. There's humor. It's a film about brotherhood, and it's a film about adventure. Actually, more than the horror comedy of it, it's actually two brothers who believed in different sides. The believer, non-believer. You
A
know, there are so many
non-believer.
questions.
Yeah.
It's so interesting, and I feel Bhoot Police has all those elements in it, which makes it a credible commercial film, if you ask me. So I feel थिएटर जाएंगे, आज आप घर पे खाना ऑर्डर करते हो और आप खाते हो, पर आपको रेस्टोरेंट में जाने का मन तो करता ही है. तो आप घर पे अभी खाना एंजॉय कर रहे हो, आप घर पे ओटीटी एंजॉय कर रहे हो, फिल्में आ रही है, शोज आ रहे हैं, लेकिन
I would
थिएटर
say
भी
till
जाना
the time
पसंद
we are
करो.
having good stuff from both places, we are happy. We are getting to
Exactly.
sleep on.
Even I'm happy with that. As an actor, I'm very, very selfish about it. I get to do both things. I can entertain you sitting at home when you don't want to step out, and when you step out, I also want to give you stuff that you watch on the big screen. I want to give you both.
And then lastly, you actually created a lot of excitement just in last 24, 46 hours when you said that there can be a sequel to Sandeep. Can be. You just said it. I know how you must have said it. And I did ask Dibakar Banerjee, how does he feel about it? And Dibakar Banerjee is like, पहले इस बच्चे को तो बड़ा होने दो. Let people love this child and reach. So I'll ask you because I won't lie. I genuinely don't want it to be touched. It was left at such a beautiful note. Oh my God. I was
Yeah,
like,
I तो just said it because I feel कि चलो इतने लोग पूछ रहे हैं कि क्या हुआ था पिंकी के साथ कि वो ऐसा है, या क्या होगा
हाँ,
पिंकी और
of
संदीप के
course,
साथ.
prequel I get it. Sequel I don't.
तो actually मेरा thought वही था. When I said it, I said, by sequel I meant कि we can dive more into Pinky at some point. It's not about this story, but Pinky,
What
perhaps
made
just
Pinky?
Pinky.
Exactly. Why is Pinky
And
that
me
good?
and Devakar worked very hard and spoke to each other, and we created Pinky from scratch, from 5 years old to what he was when you start the film. So there is a lot of story behind Pinky, and there's a lot of story that can continue beyond what his incident with Sandeep also was. तो मैंने बस बोल दिया था because भरी हुई कैरेक्टर भरा हुआ है, वो
Of
कैरेक्टर के
course,
अंदर
there
बहुत
is a lot
स्टोरीज
more.
हैं. शायद ना हो कभी, या कल को शायद एक स्पिन ऑफ बने, या शायद कल को ओटीटी के लिए बने, मुझे नहीं पता. मैं तो ऐसे ही बस आई एम पुटिंग इट आउट इन द यूनिवर्स. इफ देयर इज इनफ लव, वी नेवर नो व्हाट कम्स आउट ऑफ इट, राइट?
But I have to compliment you on the ending. I was very happy. I was
Thank
very
you.
satisfied when the photos reached to Pariniti in the jail. I'm like, this is the best. You are not showing anything glorified. She just got
That's
the
all.
pictures and she recognized from the
That's
footsteps. You did it.
all Devakar, all Devakar.
But
That's all
thank you,
Devakar.
Arjun. Thank you for the conversation, which I genuinely feel this is my second with you, and I am very happy I'm doing this because I can talk films and there's nothing
Thank
more
you so much.
happier
Yeah,
than films.
it's a nice interview to be able to talk about craft and what you feel authentically versus the surface level conversation. So I'm glad we did this, and I'm glad Sandeep or Pinky Farrar is that bridge through which I can cross over to that side where I can have conversations about even this side of my personality. So thank you for inviting me and talking to me about all the finer details about filmmaking.
And I think by the time we end this year, we might just have Arjun Kapoor's year. You have a lot of films lined up, so I'm waiting to meet you even more. You can
I
always
look
cross your
forward to
fingers.
it. Yeah, fingers crossed, and I would like to give it a little bit of time so you guys can absorb Farrar and Sardar ka grandson and come back to you at the right time to entertain you all again.
But thank you, Arjun. Thank you so much for your time. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.